we ain't going to act like he caused this now. It's Democrats in office. It was Biden in office when a full-fledged war against Ukraine took place, courtesy of Russia's instigation, no matter what they try to say to Trump. It was Russia that invaded Crimea, and that was under the Obama administration. It was Clinton in office when you made a deal that disarmed the Ukraine and therefore weakened them, leaving them dependent on the United States. And now here they are having to beg for support that they're owed because of what we promised them as a nation. We promised them this. You owe it to the Ukrainians. You absolutely do. I'm not saying I like it. I'm not saying I like spending billions of our taxpayer dollars to them. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is promises made are supposed to be promises kept. You promised them America.
Yes, I like what Smith is doing here. Democrats are acting like Trump caused this. Trump came and made this. The fact that he's calling out Biden, Clinton, and Joe is amazing. If you look at the effort Trump has put in resolving this conflict, these people need to appreciate him. But every little move he put out, they will always struggle to criticize it. It's insane. I've seen this happening. I have a couple of clips to show you. First, take a look at this video.
Let's work on that and let's try to put pressure on Russia, because the credibility of these efforts we are undertaking today are depending on at least a ceasefire from the beginning of the serious negotiations from next step on. So I would like to emphasize this aspect and would like to see a ceasefire from the next meeting, which should be a trilateral meeting wherever it takes place.
I think this was a very positive meeting. And whoever had the idea to bring all these European leaders together, in addition to President Zelensky, that was a brilliant, brilliant idea. And having it come so quickly after Alaska was also very important, because now they've changed the talking points here. Just in this meeting alone, they've walked back some of the positions that the president was echoing when he met with President Putin. So this is very positive progress. The fact that they're talking about a ceasefire again, Chancellor Merz brought it up in particular. There's no logic. I want to underscore this idea that a ceasefire gets in the way of negotiations. That is not historically true. And why should people continue to die while they're negotiating? So I'm glad that's back on the table. And second, the most important thing is that they're talking about security guarantees with European soldiers being a part of that. That is major progress with American assistance. I myself would like NATO guarantees rather than NATO-like guarantees. But if you have to compromise, I think this is an important compromise and a step forward.
When you take a look at the Prime Minister of Italy reactions, you can clearly see she is not happy with what this guy is doing. They are struggling to bring a resolution that can end this, but the way some of these people continue to push it to another level. There is one clip I saw from Chris Cuomo. At first, I was never in accord with him, but what he is doing now is amazing. I would just want to show you that video so you can see exactly what he did here. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. It will do you no harm if you share the video.
Pro tip: here's what you ask when you're analyzing all of these experts and people commenting on what's happening with Russia, Ukraine, the Middle East, tariffs, whatever the problem is, even immigration. What's your better idea? What's your better idea? We are stuck in a loop of just savaging whatever's happening. And it's so easy and it's so profitable, except for you. For you, it does nothing. You know, writing tweets in all caps and mocking Trump, or saying that everything Trump does is great and that only he can. This is fringe fuckery. That's all it is. And it's not getting us to a better place because no one's answering the fundamental question. What's a better idea? You don't like meeting with Putin? Great, I get it. You don't want to shake his hand. You don't want to roll out the red carpet. You don't want to treat him like an equal because he's a piece. Get it. What's your better idea? Oh, sanction him. Yeah, that's worked real well. You got to be strong. You got to tell him that we're going to, because who is he trying to please exactly except himself? He doesn't have a constituency. People will say, well, yeah, he does. Even in a totalitarian state, he's got the oligarchs and the people. It's not the same as what you have to deal with in America in a constitutional republic. We're not even really a democracy, okay? It's a form of democracy, but it's a constitutional republic. It's based off representatives. It's not mob rule. It's not 50+1. You got all these different power structures you have to deal with. So what's the better idea? How do you end this war? Oh, well, Zelensky's corrupt. Oh, really? Compared to Putin, Zelensky got elected. Zelensky got elected because Ukraine's people wanted to kick out the puppet regime that was Putin's patsies. This was their real election. This is what they manifested. Like him, don't like him, who gives a shit? What's your better idea? What would be better than what Trump is trying to do by having these people meet and trying to figure out what it is? And why are we in this weird world where the media believes if people in power don't want to tell them what's happening in private sessions, it means that nothing's happening? You know, I've had my issues with Secretary Rubio, but he's not wrong to say, why would I tell you what the negotiating terms are on the table if I'm trying to get a deal done? He's right. He's right. We want to know, and we should be curious, and we should be pests. But what's the better idea? What's the better idea? Okay? Ask that. Instead of just typing in all caps to mock Trump. That's easy. Great. That gets you to be trending. That gets your podcast picked more often. That's great. That gets people buzzing about you in the lazy media. Does it end the war? Does it create a better affordability situation in America? Where are the better ideas? That's how you shut down the noise, okay? What's a better idea? For instance, I don't know. I don't know what we could do for Ukraine.
Yes, what Komu is saying here make a lot of sense to someone who understands exactly what is going on. Let me draw this closer to what Gavin Newsom is doing. Every single day, struggling to mock everything Trump is doing. Oh, doing this, just to get this, to be trending on social media some days now. They are not bringing out what they think that can resolve this conflict or this war. They are not saying it. But any move that is tilting toward resolving it is being criticized. That is exactly what Democrats are doing at this time. There is a comment here I saw from someone. Stefan is doing his work, learning history, clearing the landmines, and getting at the very heart of the issues. Hate Trump all you want, but don't put this at his feet. This is on the Democrat. It is there. All Trump trying to do is fix it. Will he get everything right? I don't know. He will get the war to end, and that will be a shame for the radical leftist Democrat who never fix problems, even the ones they create or permit.
Just a note about President Trump's demeanor and the charisma that he projected today. I thought that it was really heartening, and I was very proud of him. When you think back to Alaska just a few days ago, what memory do you bring, aside from the visuals, obviously, was Melania Trump, our elegant first lady, underrated first lady, coming forward with that letter, her own letter of her own initiatives, hand delivered to Vladimir Putin. He read it, and U.S. aides were watching as he read it, where she implored him basically to make peace for the good of the children.
I think I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to do another segment so you can see the full analysis of the whole situation. I want to appreciate you for supporting, sharing out my videos. God bless you abundantly. Please, don't stop to always support this channel. They highly recommend videos on this channel. Reason I put short clips at the end. So please, you can end here, care less about the short videos at the end of this.
Really my point. That doesn't mean you don't feel it emotionally.
Mel Gibson here. Mel Gibson, speaking from my office. It is me.
Not the President of the United States.
I think the fact that Malia graduated from Harvard still lives rent-free in his head. Now check this out.
Touch them up and go. Oh,
Oh, Obama has swag. Oh, you can't be this.
That is, he can't be everything.
He can't be everything. And that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor.
I cried.
Any barriers, don't mind making this easy. People line up for my advice. And you're walking away like I'm stupid. It's like, I line up.
It is to live in the White House.
Post this morning alleging that since I said I
will prevail.
It also shouldn't be racial. 100
has been overwhelming. He lies and they're
not going to end.
He says, but what if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense.
This is definitely a self-defense case. Was it
Registration Act?
You will be very...
Once again, the field was littered with Wintour does.
And black people don't want to live around ratchet black.
How bad is his reputation going to be?
It's bad.
I need to connect the dots.
Going to carry a level of weight.
Position.
So I want y'all to understand that.
So that if...
We don't hate you. We don't care enough about you to